Welcome back to Hillbilly Hippie Honeybees. What are we doing today?
We are taking a colony to a new beekeeper.
So this beekeeper is one of David's buddies, and his name is Hobbs.
Lawrence Hobbs.
All right, and his fiance Kim are wanting to. They've got a, I guess, kind of like a little homestead out in the middle of Clendenin, and they're wanting to start beekeeping, and so we're gonna go drop off a colony of hives to them and get them all set up and ready to go. What all you need to do is in the inspection, and then at that time, if you want to, and it looks like we can, then we will do a split.
Yep.
Okay.
That's fine.
And if we can do it, we'll do what they call a walkaway split. Okay.
All right.
And we'll take and put a split screen board in here. All right. We'll set the one entrance going one way, one entrance going the other way. Whichever one's got the queen in it, they'll continue doing their thing. All right. The other ones, they don't know they got a queen anymore, and they'll make a queen and start all over.
Gotcha.
So
That sounds cool.
yeah.
But y'all take these back down, because you said we don't need these. Right?
No, not right. Not today.
No, not today.
And matter of fact, you could just slide them over if you wanted to. Just slide them there.
Set them right here.
Yeah.
Now, do you want, which way you want your entrance?
It would be.
It says the south, correct?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter to us.
Well, I tell you what though, since the sun, how's the sun go? Come up.
Comes up this way.
Then that's the way we're going.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what we'll do.
Because you can go south to southeast. Okay. So yeah. So that'd be
Sounds
perfect.
cool. So
That'd
we'll
be
turn
perfect.
flip them around.
Yeah. And we'll just leave that way. Way out here for now.
All right.
And then if you want to, yeah, we'll go.
All right. Ready.
Now, if you got any four-leaf clovers out here, Clint will find them for you in a heartbeat. This is me off that he can do that. I can look for days.
Well, that is a sort of clover.
Yes, it is. Oh, it's going to be perfect. You've got a perfect area.
Yeah,
I'm kind of envious of you.
There's plenty of clover.
Yeah, well, you got
I was noticing tulip poplar,
tulip poplars, all
witch
over the
hazel.
place.
There's all kinds of,
Yeah, and then you got your honey locust
yeah.
and spot. See it?
It'll be good tasting honey.
Oh,
You're good. You're gonna be good.
you'll probably be able to harvest 2 or 3 times a year and get different stuff. There's a 4-leaf clover.
Oh, he found it. I'm serious. I ain't even seen one up here.
Look,
No way.
right there.
Telling you, he can do it. Got a mower the other day and stopped because he was about ready to run over one.
Well, I tell you what, have you ever done mushroom hunting?
Yeah,
He's
Molly
the
Moocher.
best guy to go with. Look, he walks in front of
I'll
you,
walk over the top.
and I walk behind him, and I found like 50. He'll turn around, I'll have a whole sack full.
Where'd you get those at?
Walking over top of him.
Once your eye gets trained for something, it just pops out.
Well, I think I'm ADHD. I'll get out there in the woods.
You look at everything else, but
I'm looking at everything else. That's right up top of it.
I used to ginseng quite a bit, and I could stand from hillside to hillside and see them, you know. And I just kind of sneak off from everybody else, you know. All right. Queen Elizabeth.
Queen Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Well, you know, after y'all's vacation there, you know, wasn't that part of her land too up there?
Uh-huh. Yeah. She's supposed to be royalty.
Yeah. Okay.
Good?
Yeah, I think.
We may want to set that back end up before we even do anything else, David. It's leaning backwards.
Leaning backwards?
Pretty
Okay.
bad. Yeah.
So
Well, because he was going to come this way.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Okay. Do you want to swap them completely? Do you want if you want them that way, we can run them that way.
No, it's fine this way.
I mean, it'll heat up the box and they can go this way.
Yeah.
It might be easier even with mowing and stuff too.
Okay.
True story. True story.
Yeah, because I'm gonna have to weed eat up here around them. Figured I'd go ahead and get them used to the weed eater. There you go. All right.
We want to make her happy.
Yes.
Queen Elizabeth.
Yep.
Now she's not marked, so when you get in there, you'll want to bring your
I was gonna ask you,
pen.
what do you mark them with? Paint marker?
Yeah, it can't be toxic. He'll bring one with him.
You know those, you probably had them over there at the shop when you was working out. But you know, you get them in red.
Yep.
Okay. Those type, they're non-toxic.
Okay. Yeah.
And as long as, you know, it'll stick to her.
Yep.
And they can't lick it off.
Okay.
I think I have one. I think I have some down at the house in my craft stuff.
All right.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll have to look.
Hey, look at their smokers and stuff. We got this one.
Did you?
What'd you get?
A couple.
You go for 2 days. Did you?
Yeah, yeah.
This is when you definitely want the camera rolling,
Yeah, when Dave does it.
because you know there might be some stuff happen.
That's why you call him dangerous.
We've missed a few, I can tell you that.
I call him Dangerous Dave. He learned that name years ago.
Shoot. Yeah, that front end reducer, I just took tape and put around the small one, so you want to probably pull that out all the way and clean that off. Honestly, you may not even have to do that, eh?
Oh, they are.
All right. Oh, they're ticked.
You know, if you can get through the initial, there'll be a bunch of them that are flying around. But all they're trying to do is figure out where they're at. Yep.
So if you want to have fun, bring you up. I see you got chairs up here.
Yeah.
Around 3:30, between about 3:30 and 5:30. Usually I found about 4:15, 4:30 at my house.
This is so
They start doing what's called an orientation flight,
Yep.
and
Oh, look at him, Kenny.
that's
Dave's
normally,
getting really mad now.
yeah. Well, last night when I shut them up, I got home from Columbus at about 11, so about 11:30 I went out and shut them up, and that's what they looked like at that time.
Oh man.
So there's probably 40 or 50,000 bees in there. So yeah, we ought to be able to make you
Yeah.
as many as you want to line out through here. We could probably get you started, you know, and if you just wanted to grow
We
this
have
year.
them all over the place up here. Like
Yeah.
they're all over.
Usually when I sit on the porch, especially around this time, early spring, they come and they just land on me and just
Yeah.
just float around the garden.
Yep.
His wife has got, they're so spoiled, she gives them a watering trough, you know, and they come into the watering trough.
They're already coming to it, looking for it.
Well, I told him, because I like to read, I said, I'll just come up here with a chair and I'll just read to him.
Oh,
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, she will too.
Well, and I gotta tell you, I mean, you know, you're supposed to, you know, like if any big news in the family, you're supposed to come up and talk to your bees and tell them what's going on.
Right there's one he's already eaten.
Already?
He
Yeah.
was already getting on the clover and stuff. Well, hopefully they ain't mad at that.
I could probably go ahead and pull that completely out, but I'm just gonna leave it like that.
Okay.
That's plenty of room.
Space.
Yeah, space for them and everything. And then when we transfer them over into your box, what we'll do is when we transfer them over into your box, they'll probably just be on that side for a while.
That's fine.
But eventually they'll, you know, fan out. And it doesn't hurt, especially when we split them, to kind of just give them a space about yay big. This time of year, that big. you
Yep.
know.
Herbicides. I was going to ask you about that.
Herbicide.
I know some herbicides are okay, but my neighbor was asking, and because I told him I had them,
Uh-huh.
and I told him I'd ask you guys about.
I tell you, we're trying to
Because he's willing to
educate.
help. Yeah.
Okay. If you want to spray them, that's okay. Spray after dark,
Okay.
or right at
So
dusk.
okay, so they don't get into it.
Yeah, or early in the morning.
Yeah.
And if you can do that, number one, it helps them because whatever they're trying to get rid of, it gives it the night, without the wind blowing and that kind of stuff, unless we got a rain. But yeah, just help educate them on, when to,
Yes.
and, kind of be ready for all kinds of questions.
Yeah.
And honestly, I learned this just about a year or so ago. Herbicides only work when there's moisture on. Like during that, whenever that we had the drought, it doesn't work as well.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's better off if there is dew on. So early in the morning when the dew's on is the best time to do it.
Yeah. And I was talking about I'm gonna let that field out there grow up. You think that would probably be best for them too?
Which field?
Right back behind you. I was gonna let all that grow kind of up tall.
Well, if you can keep like every 3 weeks or something like that, maybe a month,
Okay.
then that way you got new clover and stuff coming on
got you.
all the time.
Okay.
Those tops.
Yep.
They will just burn that up. In fact, that's why we do so well in the city.
Yeah.
It's because a lot of people they don't spray their yards anymore. And it kind of went back to clover.
Yep.
And where they mow once or twice, once a week, it cuts off the old, new comes back.
Yeah.
So
All right.
And if you're wanting to turn like an area into like the old prairie field flowers and stuff like that, you can get with the agricultural department or the USDA and all them, and they will come out and they will basically test your soil. They will go in and provide the monies and stuff for you to till it up,
Yeah.
and the seed to plant it, and the education to keep it up. And like the old prairie with the old buffalo bluegrass and all that stuff that's supposed to go down like 30-40 feet of roots in the soil that we don't have much anymore of.
Yeah.
That will be they'll help you establish that, and it'll also have all the old native flowering flowers for pollinators.
Gotcha.
It'll have all that in there. So if you don't want to mow it,
Yeah.
like that area, you could do that to that area down there and have a beautiful area, and that'll help them out, the deer out, everybody out.
Yeah. I've been contacting them, the USDA. That's what I was asking him about, insuring the bees.
Yeah, the best thing to do, Beth Tolliver is the lady that we talk to.
Okay, Beth.
And the best thing to do is to go in and see them.
Okay.
To just walk in there and ask to speak
talk
to them. Yeah.
Okay. Talk to Beth.
Yep.
I think they're all in there in the same office.
They are. If they're not, they'll tell you where to go.
Yeah,
Jenna Budd. Yeah.
That's who come out here.
Yeah, she's. I know her dad very well. We've worked together. His name's Rod. We've worked together for a long time.
Does he work at Toyota?
Yeah. Well, he works for a company that works at Toyota.
Okay.
He's a beekeeper too.
Is he?
Yep. Did Jenna talk to you about how a lot of her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she mentioned it.
Yeah. So.